I was wondering when you'd recall how to spring the automaton air gliders. Listen to the creatures of the night. It's getting lighter out. Made that one dead. What doesn't kill you? It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. It's a glorious shiny day out here. A challenge. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Maybe find some higher ground to stay dry. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He'd lie if he claimed it was all good. You changed after your Mooma and Popsy passed, and he understands why you had to leave. The old village being a constant reminder of what happened. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Run, dog, run!
Smarty, take it easy.
Easy! Now. No, it's time to go, go, go!
Well, it's time for you to go.
Wait, what? No!
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seemed so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy. That's accurate enough, if you can see past the blue color, that is. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. Conserve your wind. Should have brought gloshes for sloshes. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun... Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. He noticed the jumbo puff has a short attention span, so the script should distract it long enough for you to inflict some damage. The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Be sure to buckle your safety harness. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. Feel that power. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. This story is as powerful as you'll let it be.
Botse inn mo Diava.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind.
Yeah.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Zidain, ja.
Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make.
Gunududua.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
Und Lumfaubso.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
In Mo.
When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies.
Gunududua.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot.
Baskilka Michal Tagukal.
Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones.
Baskilka Michal Tagukal.
Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther.
Sind.
But enough of that, right?
Sind.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Me.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Why ad foodlea higher?
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Sigaya lama yaba.
Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been.
Ja.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Some.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Jak intanka guru.
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says it's not far at all. Fortunately for you, the scripts seem to have acclimatized themselves to the otherwise uninhabitable dead zone. Goodbye to another night. Ready to ride. Wait, it's the Scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Can't rely on technology all the time. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. That's a good find. Skronky Stomper. It's so active out here with the light. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. The day is getting on. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. It will be strong enough to launch them at the Jumbo Puff. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. It's already quite sturdy, but upgrading it will greatly improve your chances of victory. Gizmo wants to help if he can. The tree remains intact, but you must all make a change to save it. Says you should take it easy. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. Are your lungs aching? Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. That's a jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. Uh-oh. The jumbo puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. Wow, what a super-sized wormwood. Better pumped out than flushed down. Don't let it happen again. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already offbeat. End it. Taurus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do. Guessed it would go down with a throw-up. Can it really get any better than that? He thanks you for dealing with another world eater. You're halfway there.
What?
He's got word out of date spotted Lupin and has a feeling your time has come. He hopes you're up for it. Even though you're good-hearted, you shouldn't miss this opportunity to confront the predator. Just head back to the foot of the tree. Fingers crossed Lupa Lupin will stay put until you're there. The trees are not giving up, even as the world ends. Slashing dash. It's not getting any brighter. This one is Bang Shelter 8F. Wonder how long they held out here. No windows to look out at the sky from down here. Out of Date says time has come for you to reconcile with your past. Lupa Lupin is still staying in the camp where he was brought up. He hopes you'll find the answers you are looking for there. Even though darkness is a part of your nature, he suggests try to keep your cool, as the best fighter is never angry. He'll point you in the right direction, but the rest is up to you. This part of the journey is one you'll have to do on your own. Lupa Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Out of Date hopes you'll find your way and the answers you were looking for once you're there. He knows he said it before, but the time has come to put an end to the Lupin's reign of terror. You should get over there, come face to face with destiny. It's going to be you against the Lupin. No rules.
Pa, wherefore, where?
He's happy to help. Says talking to you was interesting. It's surprisingly bug-free underground.